I know that some of you have already done today's lessons, so I'll give you a slightly different assignment. But what we'll do today, guys, is it's only going to take about 15-20 minutes to do the actual new part of the teaching today, because it's such an easy little subject, but it's also really useful. But so most of today is going to be dedicated. Oh, that wasn't very nice. Who's trying to do an impression of me?
From what Zoom was signifying, it would be Amanda, I think, but she's muted now. So.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I didn't. It's my speaker. I just connected it.
Ah, okay. Cool.
You zoomed out of it.
Yeah, I don't sound like that. What I'd like to dedicate mostly to today is for you guys to do a little assignment and then to read it back to the class. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you to write about 4 lines or so, maybe 4 sentences, maybe a few more. I'll give you 10 minutes to do this. Let me just put it up onto the whiteboard a second. There we are. So I'd like you to write about 4 lines or so in your own language at first, of course, and then I'd like you to translate it into Japanese. So for those of you that haven't done this assignment haven't already done this assignment, I'd like you to explain what you're going to do this week and what you have been doing this week. So use the past tense, use the present tense, use the future tense. But I'd like you to try to use the obligative, an adverb, the potential form, and the present continuous tense within those 4 lines. You can use your imagination. It doesn't even have to be true. You can write anything you like. You should see the kind of funny stuff that Andre Ho writes. So yeah, just write what you want to write, really. And then I'm going to ask you to read it back to the class, and then we're going to try and translate it. Okay, so just before we start, let me just do this so I can see you all a second. So that's for those of you that haven't done this so far. For those of you that have done this, how about 4 lines saying, let me think, 4 lines talking about, I don't know.
Andy?
I'm not employed for my imagination. Tom?
I did the chat you sent me on Tuesday, so maybe the others can do also that chat, or we can revise that one.
Yeah,
I still have it. I can send it to you if you want.
Yes, actually, I think I've got it myself somewhere.
For the ones we did it the last time, but we haven't read it because we couldn't finish all on Tuesday.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. So for those of you that haven't yet read yours out, I'd like you to write also about the best experience that you had during lockdown. The best experience that you've had during lockdown. So for those of you that have also done this assignment before, then you can also do the same thing. I'd like you to write about the best experience you've had during lockdown.
So I'm gonna read 2.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see how time goes. We'll see how time goes. Yeah. Cool. Any questions, guys? Okay, with that, I'm going to leave you for 10 minutes and I'm going to go and make my breakfast. Enjoy. I'll be back in a few minutes. Did you try it? Okay, how are we all doing, guys? Anybody need some more time, or are we complete? Just a minute or so, okay? Alles gut, alles klar? Ja? Nein?
Ja.
Ah. So let's start with Marcus. You're the furthest from the language epicenter of the UK. Would you like to go first?
Yes, furthest from competence in Japanese too, but we'll happily go first. I'm not really. I've only really got one sentence, maybe 1.5, but we'll see.
Okay.
Okay. So just read out the Japanese.
Yes, please. So yeah, if I ask you to all read yours out a couple of times, and then I'll write, and then at the end we'll sort of have a go at grammatically analysing. Okay, after you.
If I use a word hokotsu, would that mean anything to you?
One more time.
Hokotsu.
Hokotsu.
It's written in katakana, and it's based on a Chinese word, as far as I can tell.
Hokotsu.
I think it means, well, according to my dictionary, it's hot pot, but I can say chugoku ryori if you would rather.
Oh, chugoku ryori.
Well, no, this was specifically hot pot in the dictionary.
Oh, hot pot. Sorry. Oh, okay. I'll just
use poto.
Just use whatever the original word is that you found, Marcus. That's fine.
Okay. Right. Konshu no suyobi wa lockdown ga owarimashita kara ashita Clayton ni iku yotei desu. Hokotsu tabetai desu. And then the only other one I got was Ima wa Nihongo Benkyou o shite imasu.
Good.
So that's unfortunately where I got to. I was trying to work on horse racing on Tuesday, so we get a public holiday, which is bloody stupid, but I don't mind. And as a result, I've got to work on Thursday instead, but we didn't get there.
Okay. Can you read it one more time, please, Marcus?
Yep. Konshu no suyobi wa lockdown ga owarimashita kara ashita Clayton ni, which is a place, Clayton, iku yotei desu. Hokotsu tabetai desu. Ima wa Nihongo benkyou o shite imasu.
Good. Okay, so who understood 0%? Put your hands up. Have we lost Sophie somewhere? Can't see Sophie. She's gone. Who understood less than 50%? Amanda? And who understood between 50 and 100%? Okay, good. Excellent.
Probably my pronunciation, Amanda.
So we'll come back to everybody's and we'll do a little analysis of them. Let's go to Konstantina. You're next.
I need to read.
Yes, please.
Can I read the one that I made before?
Sure.
Because the new one is really bad. Asta bari de ikimasu. Watashi no nimotsu ga junbi shinakereba narimasen. Kedo ima nihongo o shiteimasu. Bari ga samuku narimashita. Desu kara koto ga motte iku. Bari ni ita koto ga arimasu. Takusan sakana o taberaremasu. Toshi wa motto kirei desu ka? Futsu ni sanpo shimasu.
Very good. Cool.
I did this on Tuesday.
Can you read it one more time, please, Constantina?
Asta bari de ikimasu. Watashi no nimotsu ga junbi shinakereba narimasen. Kedo ima nihongo o shiteimasu. Bari ga samuku narimashita. Desu kara koto ga motte iku. Bari ni ita koto ga arimasu. Takusan sakana o taberaremasu. Toshi wa motto kirei desu ka? Futsu ni sanpo shimasu.
Really good. Okay, so who understood between 0 and 50%? Good, good, good. And those who got 50 to 100%? And those who got 0%? Cool, okay. Well done. Nice, Constantina. Come back to the one. Yeah, just sit back and relax. You're on listening practice today. Okay.
I have also write up some sentences.
Oh, good. Great. Actually, do you want to go next then, Yadi?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I have this kind of sensu finrando ni tenki ga samuku narimashita. Ga mori ni take o imasen desta. Demo rainen wa mada desu. Take wa ansen ni hiroimasu ka? Take o sukoshi mitomemasu kara. Take ga shika shite imashita hiroimasu.
Okay.
Minasan,
Oh, sorry. Okay, go ahead.
minasan meraremasu kara. Zu ya sasin manabimasu. Node hitotsu ka futatsu I tarimasu. Take wa iro oishikute tanoshii desu.
Okay, good.
Very much.
Okay,
Very
that's all right.
wrong.
No, not at all. I get a hint of what you're saying. Can you do it one more time, please, Yadi?
Okay. Sensu finrando ni tenki ga samuku narimashita. Ga mori ni take o imasen desta. Demo rainen wa mada desu. Take wa ansen ni hiroimasu ga. Take o sukoshi mitomemasu kara. Take ga shika shite imashita hiroimasu. Minasan mitomeraremas kara. Zu ya sasin manabimasu. Node hitotsu ka futatsu I tarimasu. Take wa iro oishikute tanoshii desu.
Okay, good. Well, I think the vocabulary is good, Yadi. We just need to have a clean up of the grammar, but that was really good. Okay, who understood 0? Who understood between 0 and 50%? Who understood 50 to 100%?
No one.
Okay, that's right. Let's go to Tom.
I translated the one you gave me on Tuesday.
Oh, cool.
Maishu.
I should get this one correct then, right?
Hopefully. Maishu, watashi no ie de totemo hataraite imasu. Kanari samukata no de niwa de hatarakitai. Mokuyobi ni ロンドンの仕事が通勤しなければなりません。もし、ハリー・ポッターの映画が見たら、あなたはセント・パンクレアステーション知ります。そのところで働きます。夕方に帰りたくないですように、私の仕事が早く終わります。木曜日に早めに私の家出ると思います。けれども、ジャパニーズセッションをキャンセルしなければなりません。Or something like that.
That was good. It's good. Okay. One more time, please, Tom.
毎週、私の家でとても働いています。かなり寒かったので、庭で働きたい。木曜日にロンドンの仕事が通勤しなければなりません。もし、ハリー・ポッターの映画が見たら、あなたはセント・パンクレアステーション知ります。そのところで働きます。夕方に帰りたくないですように、私の仕事が早く終わります。木曜日に早めに私の家出ると思います。けれども、ジャパニーズセッションをキャンセルしなければなりません。
Okay. Almost exactly the same as how I would write it.
Ah, that's...
I was joking.
Oh,
Okay. Who got 0%? Anybody? No? 0 to 50%? Okay. And 50 to 100%? Marcus, did you vote? Marcus? Marcus? Oh, hello.
Just
Did
had
you
to
vote?
unmute. I did. I'm in the 050. I got about
Okay.
half those
Okay,
votes.
good.
General gist, some of it.
Okay, let's go to Amanda.
Okay. 今週は、疲れてますから、大変忙しいです。金曜日、早く起きれなければなりませんから家に帰りました。と、掃除しなければなりません。道場に3回行きました。明日休みたい予定です。映画を見よう私の娘とつもりです。
Good. Okay, one more time, please, Amanda.
Okay. 今週は、疲れていますから大変忙しいです。金曜日早く起きれなければなりませんから家に帰りました。と、掃除しなければなりません。道場に3回行きました。明日休みたい予定です。映画を見よう私の娘とつもりです。
Okay, good. Who got 0% from that? 0 to 50? And 50 to 100%? Cool, good. Okay, well done, Amanda. Let's go to Sophie. また書いてますか? Sophie さん、長い話でしょ? Is this your life story? You're doing your autobiography now?
No.
First, I was born. This was 4 o'clock in the morning.
No. Well, mine is simple sentences. I don't have a whole story. Okay, sorry. 週はとても忙しい方。スーパーに行きなければなりません。友達のメリーさんに会って映画館 に行くことができます。毎日宿の稽古をしています。That's all.
Oh, good.
Simple sentences.
That's fine. That's good. That's good.
Okay.
Just one more time, please, Sophie.
Okay. 主は、とても忙しかった。スーパーに行かなければなりません。友達のメリさんに会って映画館の行くことができます。毎日宿の稽古をしています。
Very good. Okay. Who got 0 from that? Anybody? 0 to 50%? And 50 to 100%? Okay, cool.
Emily got a job.
Oh, congratulations. Good. That was easy to understand, Sophie. Well done. Let's go to David.
Okay. Where we go. Okay. 今週がハロウィンですから、紅白装飾をしています。お菓子が提供できますが、誰もドアをノックすることがないと思います。爆竹を使っている人に怖がってしまうので、猫が室内に置いておかなければなりません。まだ家の引っ越しのために荷造りをしているので、残りの週が家具を引っ越して箱を整理します。
Okay. One more time, please, David.
Okay. 今週がハロウィンですから、紅白装飾をしています。お菓子が提供できますが、誰もドアをノックすることがないと思います。爆竹を使っている人に怖がってしまうので、猫が室内に置いておかなければなりません。まだ家の引っ越しのために荷造りをしているので、残りの週が家具を引っ越して箱を整理します。
Okay, good. Who got 0% from that? 0 to 50? And 50 to 100? And Constantine has fallen off her chair, so maybe she scored 150%. Okay, good. Let's go to Wayne.
月曜日、またロックダウンです。でも、毎日仕事がしなければなりません。仕事に1時間運転します。今夜、ロックダウンの前に宿の稽古できます。来週、ロックダウンなりました。来週、ロックダウンなります。そして、毎日が息子一緒に遊びでしています。以上です。
はい、以上です。Okay, one more time, please, Wayne.
はい。月曜日、またロックダウンです。でも、毎日仕事がしなければなりません。仕事に1時間運転します。今夜、ロックダウンの前に宿の稽古できます。来週、ロックダウンなります。そして、毎日が息子一緒に遊びでしています。
Cool. Okay, good. Who got 0 from that? 0 to 50? And 50 to 100? Good. Okay. And let's go to Tobe.
はい。 let's see. Okay. 今週まで仕事がしました。でも今の暇あります。ただいま座ってが訳すを日本語、これから PS4 をしています。明日は息子さんの誕生日に祝うする。楽しみにしていますよ。誕生日のケーキ作ってをしなければなりません。
Okay, good. And one more time, please, Tobe.
今週まで仕事がしました。でも今の暇あります。ただいま座ってが訳すを日本語、これから PS4 をしています。明日は息子さんの誕生日に祝うする。楽しみにしていますよ。誕生日のケーキ作ってをしなければなりません。
Okay, cool. Who got 0? 0 to 50? And 50 to 100? Hey, excellent. And I think, Piotr, you're the last one, I think, aren't you? Have I missed anybody else out? Okay, Piotr, どうぞ。
はい。今日、付加価値税を差し出さなければなりません。
何
一人の会社ですから、それを自分に差し出せます。だけど、付加価値税をする代わらに、日本語の国慶文を買っています。リラックスのように、本当に早く終わらなければなりません。
Okay, good. And one more time, please, Piotr.
今日、付加価値税を差し出さなければなりません。一人の会社ですから、それを自分に差し出せます。だけど、付加価値税をする代わらに、日本語の国慶文を買っています。リラックスのように、本当に早く終わらなければなりません。
Okay, I don't know what fukakachize is, but I'm going to guess. Zei sounds like tax. Kachi, is that profit-related tax?
That.
And okay,
Value-added
so
tax.
it's right. Okay, cool. I learned Japanese myself by listening to you guys.
So now my dream came true. I didn't understand anything what Piotr said.
This is when he's normally. This is when he's speaking in English. I don't understand anything he says. Okay, good. Well done, guys. That was really good. Let's get the.
You're not even asking who understood anything.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, who got 0% from that? And 0 to 50, and 50 to 100. Cool, good. I mean, there was a few difficult words in there, wasn't there? That was why it was difficult to catch. Okay, let's just clear this off a second. Let me just reiterate, guys, that it doesn't matter if you only at this stage get like 10% of what somebody says. If you get 10%, that's a massive start. It means you're picking up 1 or 2 key words. And then if you are actually within the middle of a conversation with somebody and you pick up a couple of key words, then you're almost certainly, because you know the context of the conversation, going to understand what this person has said. It doesn't really matter if you don't understand everything. I mean, I got from Piotr that he was talking about doing a tax return, mostly from the context, not from the actual word. I think, what's fukikachize? And then I had to sort of reverse engineer what he was saying, and I go, oh, okay, he means that. So it's only about practice. It's only about practice. Okay, so let's start with, who did I start with at the very beginning? Was that Marcus? Okay, Marcus, do you want to just read yours one more time, please, and I'll put it up on the board.
Yeah, sure. Okay. 今週の水曜日は lockdown ga owarimashita ka? Ashita Clayton ni iku yote desu. Hot pot was the word. Hokotsu, according to my dictionary.
Hokotsu.
Hokoutsu. Yeah, a long vowel in the middle.
Hokotsu.
Hokotsu.
So
probably long vowel there.
Hokutsu. Hokutsu. Okay.
It's coming up in katakana, so it's from a Chinese word apparently. I don't know what the Chinese word is. I should go and ask Rebecca, but anyway.
Oh, we can ask Wayne while he's here. Wayne, dozo.
That's true, of course. Yes.
Ho fire. Kotsu is pot.
Ah, okay.
Fire pot, literally.
Ho. Is it kotsu or kutsu?
It was kotsu in just 2 seconds, and it was in katakana for what it's worth.
So it's not pretty obvious. So it's going to be he.
Yeah.
He, and then is it like this?
Also, it was.
Yes, nabe.
And then you had the kanji for child afterwards for some reason. I don't know why.
Ah, so is this with aubergine?
It's anything really. It's got a whole lot of things in it, but it had the 3 kanji with the 2 you've got plus the one for kodomo. That one, yeah.
Cool. Oops.
Which it references as child or sign of the rat, but I don't know why it would be in that word.
Right. Okay.
Anyway, so that was tabetai desu.
Was that hokotsu o tabetai desu ka?
I think it might have been. I didn't put O in there, but
good.
And then I went on ima wa nihongo benkyou o shite imasu.
Benkyou shite imasu. Ne? Okay. Obviously easier when it's easier to understand when it's written down, isn't it? So this Wednesday, lockdown finished. And tomorrow I'm planning to go to Clayton. I'm looking forward. I want to eat hokutsu, and at the moment I'm studying Japanese. Okay. Anybody? Constantine, go ahead.
Sorry, the yote is the plans, the schedule.
Yes, that's right. There it is.
But it's not a verb. It's just a noun.
Correct. Like it's a noun. Yeah. Okay. So if we put this Clayton ni iku before it. So this is basically, again, it's a subclause which modifies this. So there is a plan. The plan is to go to Clayton, is what this literally says. The plan is, so the yote desu is to go to Clayton. Going to Clayton, plan it is what it means. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Good. Okay. Anybody not understand anything about this? Everybody clear? Grammatically, I think it's perfect, Marcus. Konchu no suyobi ga lockdown. Suyobi, probably, I mean, you could put ni here. It's not that important though. Okay. Lockdown ga owarimashita kara ashita Clayton ni iku yote desu. Hokutsu wo tabetai desu. Ima wa nihon. Yeah, absolutely perfect. Good. Well done.
And sorry, with regard to Constantina's point, was there another way to write the, obviously I'm saying I'm planning on going. I don't know, there's a whole list of ways we can say planning and those sorts of things. Would there have been a better way to write that?
Well, if you're planning to, the other thing you can say, anybody, any contributions here instead of yote?
Tsumori.
Tsumori, yeah. Tsumori. It's also good. Cool. Okay.
Cool.
Well done, Marcus. Good. Let's move on to who was the next person? Was it Tom? Was it or?
No, I think there were first other people, but I don't mind.
Okay, Tom, you go next then.
So, my shoe. Watashi no ie de とっても働いています。 Kanari samukata no de niwa de
Niwa de
hatarakitai.
itai.
木曜日にロンドンの仕事が出勤しなければなりません。もしハリー・ポッターの映画が見たら、あなたはセイント・パンクラス・ステーション知ります。そのところで働きます。夕方に帰りたくないです。ように。
Is this in the same sentence, Tom?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, in my mind, yes.
Okay.
私の仕事が早く終わります。木曜日に早めに私の家出ると思います。けれども、ジャパニーズセッションをキャンセルしなければなりません。
Oh, good. Okay, well done. Right, so let's just start now quizzing you guys. So, Toby, how about this one?
This week was terrible to be at home.
that's every week.
No, but Totemo is very or awful, but
Totemo means very.
Only very, okay.
Yeah.
So hatarait is to hatarao, right?
Sorry, what does it mean?
Hatarao.
Oh no, this is hataraku.
Hataraku. Let's see. Stand still. I know this one. It's.
I have to add this sentence isn't perfectly correct at the moment, so it might be slightly misleading.
Okay.
I thought Totemo was also a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. Punch. Dot.
Wait. Shigoto. Hataraku. Is it work?
Yeah. So watashi
I have had a lot of work at home.
Yes. Yeah. So ie de totemo hataraitemasu. So not totemo though, Tom. I would say. I mean, if you say I have a lot of work, I would say no ie ni takusan shigoto ga arimasu. There is a lot of work to do at home. Yeah. And then Wayne, kanari samukata no de niwa de hatarakitai.
Hey, so can I just back in with a quick question about that?
Sorry, yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Sorry, I couldn't. Sorry. Okay. Shut up, Siri. So, sorry. Does that mean the lot of work to do at home or working a lot at home? So, sorry, Tom, are you saying you're working from home or you've got a stack of work to do at home? Oh, I missed a bit.
The original sentence was, I'm mostly working from home.
Ah, is that what it was?
Yes,
sorry.
that's
okay.
Oh, okay. So, right, this has actually got a different meaning completely.
That's a lot of work at home, isn't it?
Yeah. So if you say I'm mostly working at home, then mostly there is this really nice word you can use, which is hotondo.
Hotondo.
Yeah. And then we can now change this back, Tom, to what you originally had.
Is it tabun same than hotondo?
No, tabun means Possibly, probably.
Okay, yeah.
Hotondo is mostly.
I had
Hotondo.
hataraite imasu.
Yes, yeah, that's good. Yeah, hataraite imasu. Good. Okay.
Is that what kind of a word is hotondo? Like what class?
I guess it's an adverb, but without actually having to use an adjective. So it's a bit like yukuri, hotondo. Yeah, hotondo, mostly. I don't know. Let's ask somebody who's more skilled in English than I am. Amanda, how would you describe almost as a grammatical term? What class is it? Mostly is an adverb, isn't it?
Yeah, I think almost an adverb as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Kanari samukata no de. Sorry, Wayne, back to you. Niwa de hatarakitai.
I'm not sure Kanari, but the rest to me says because it's cold, I want to work on my garden.
Good. Yeah. So just to clear that, hatarakitai des would make it perfect, huh? But just by saying hatarakitai, this would be perfectly understood in conversation. Kanari, so kanari means quite.
Okay.
Samukata no de. So was it even though it's cold outside, even though it's cold, I want to...
I thought since it was cold. Original, it has become very cold, but I wanted to say since it's cold, I wanted to work in the garden. In my mind, it was since it is becoming cold.
So what was the original again, Tom?
The original was, I wanted to work in the garden, but it has become very cold.
Okay, right. So actually, really, this sentence is slightly reversed. What we should probably say is, it should just basically reverse it. Ni wa de hatarakitai desu ga? And then, Wayne, how would I then say, but it has become quite cold recently?
Ja, misschien 12 en 13 november ook koud was.
Saikin samukata narimashita?
Not samukata, but so narimashita is correct, but not samukata.
No samukata because it's past tense, yeah. Samuku, yeah. Samuku narimashita.
Yeah. So this is a let's look at what this sentence means. Ni wa de hatarakitai desu ga. I'd like to work. Excuse me a second. Oh, that's weird. Ni wa de hatarakitai desu ga saikin samuku narimashita. So I want to work in the garden, but recently it has become cold. So this is good because putting it this way, now there's a kind of, like you said, Tom, there's a kind of ... meaning I can't work outside, or it's going to be uncomfortable to work outside. Okay, Piotr, dozo.
So what's the difference between saikin and the bird?
I have no idea. Is it a bird as well?
The canary.
Is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what Tom's family was laughing about in the background.
I mean, context only, really.
So the meaning of the words is the same, relatively, or...
I just need to find my dictionary. Saikin. I'm on Google Translate because my phone's going to warm up first.
Saikin, recently, lately.
Yes. Yeah, but Piotr is saying that this means also canary in Japanese.
No. What I mean is kanari. In the Japanese word is kanari in Dutch or Flemish. What I mean is saikin is recently, but he used kanari to say rather cold. So is kanari and saikin the same or not?
No. Saikin means recently, kanari means quite. Let's just find the sentence again. Was it in here?
Don't stop, mute yourself. We hear you munching.
Was it like here, like this one? Kanari samuku narimashita?
That's the word he used at first. So
okay. So kanari just means quite. Yeah.
Yeah, but so why was kanari replaced by saikin?
It wasn't. It's put in as addition, I think. Does it say recently it has become cold, Tom, in the original?
I thought kanari was since it had become cold, but apparently my vocabulary was wrong.
Okay. So yeah, kanari just means quite, fairly. Some. It has become quite cold recently.
Thank you.
So, is there any problems with the sentence now? I'm not sure if everybody understands what. Everybody okay? Okay. Piotr, you're next. 木曜日にロンドンの仕事が通勤しなければなりません。
There we go. Mokuyobi is on Thursday. I'm not sure about tsukin again.
This means commute, to commute.
Yes. I will commute to London for work. Sorry. So I have to commute to London for work.
Yes, good. 木曜日にロンドンの仕事が通勤しなくて。So I think because all the words are there, Tom, this would be understood completely. Just to make it correct, London. 木曜日にロンドンの仕事。So really, tsukin is a verb meaning to go and commute. So you have to mark it with a location marker. So this is fine. London no shigoto ni. I have to go to commute to work in London. But we need to have that ni there. Yeah. Okay, Marcus. Moshi, Harry Potter no eigo ga mittara anata wa St. Pancras Station shirimasu. Again, this would be understood what you're saying, Tom, but it's not quite correct. Okay.
I understood that to be for the purpose of watching a Harry Potter film, but isn't shirimasu to know?
Yeah, it is.
So I understand it's that Tom's going to see a Harry Potter film, and I guess traveling via St. Pancras Station. Is that right? Yeah, that's what I would take it to be.
It's not quite right. So let me just. This should actually be eigo.
Okay. Oh, eigo. There's not eiga, is it? Oh, okay, it is eiga.
Yeah.
Right. So
eigo means English. Yes. Yeah. Moshi.
Yes.
If,
okay.
Okay. ハリー・ポッターの映画が見たら、あなたはSt. Pancras Station 知ります。Any guesses, guys? Oh, sorry, Marcus, go ahead.
No, I was translating this that if to watch Harry Potter, if they're not going to St. Pancras Station.
Okay, let me just change this slightly. So, Piotr, go ahead.
I would say something along the line, because I have seen the Harry Potter movies, I know the St. Pancras Station, or you, because there's Anata, but not sure about that.
Yeah.
If you have seen Harry
Potter movie,
yeah.
Of course you know St. Pancras Station.
Doesn't say.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Good. If you have ever seen Harry Potter, then you will know St. Pancras Station. So, just to make this correct, Moshi, Harry Potter no eiga o. And now, what I put this as, Tom, is that if you have ever seen Harry Potter, mita koto ga arimashitara, and then you don't need an atawa. Here, you can delete that. St. Pancras Station, and then so Tom, not shirimasu because this isn't actually a verb, but how would you say this instead? To know.
To know is to shivu?
It is, but you can't express it in the present tense, though.
So we need another tense.
Any contributions from the panel?
Shiteimasu.
Shimashita.
No. Shiteimasu. Shiteimasu. So this has to be expressed in the present continuous tense. There isn't a usage as shirimasu. It doesn't. So shiru as an infinitive, of course, this exists in the dictionary, but it has to be expressed in the present continuous tense. Otherwise, it doesn't really mean anything. Yeah. Go ahead.
Sorry, I would just I'm not getting this last part with the shiru just yet.
Can I change it also
why?
to?
Why we can't use shirimas or shimas?
Okay, so yeah, this doesn't really make much difference in English. In fact, it's almost the reverse, because you wouldn't say in English, I am knowing Harry Potter. You would just say, I know Harry Potter.
Yeah.
But in Japanese, the way it kind of works is the present tense is really used from now to the future. And the way that it's understood is you can't kind of assume that you're going to know something into the future if you don't know it now. You either know it now or you don't know it. So you can't really say, I will know this in the future.
Okay.
There are ways of actually saying that, you know, if I do this research, then I will know the cause of coronavirus. There are ways of expressing this, but not this way. You can't say shirima. There's another way of saying it. So they always express to know somebody as shite imasu. I am knowing. Say, I know this thing now. I know it now. Right now.
So this is the rule for every time we would use this to know something.
Yeah, exactly. So for shiru, the only ways that you can use this verb are shite imasu, shirimasen, and shirimasen deshita. So that you can't use shirimashita. Can you use it? Shirimashita. I don't think you can.
Or if you're forgetful.
Well, yeah, this is the thing, isn't it? If you know somebody, how can you not know them now? Unless you've got some kind of disease or somebody's been.
If you learned what a rhombus was in high school or in primary school and you forgot what it is, you knew what a rhombus was or is, but you don't know anymore, right?
No, because I still know what a rhombus is because I have to teach it to my students. Shirimashita, and you can't use shirimasu. And I think that's it. Shirimashita, shirimasu. Yeah. You can't use shitemasen. Yeah, you can't use shite imasen either. You can't. These are the three you can't use.
So basically, not the negative.
And not just the past to express. Yeah. But by putting this into the past, what you're saying, like me and Piotr are joking about, it's like saying, I did know this, but I don't know it now.
Yeah.
So this only happens if you go drinking in Zawiercie too many times. Then you do certainly lose massive parts of your memory.
But you don't know that.
Okay. But,
sorry, Piotr?
But you don't know that.
Oh, well, true. Yeah, exactly. Somebody has to tell you afterwards.
But you don't use this other than if you knew a person before, if the person has died, for example.
Shirimashita. I don't think so. I'd have to confirm that you can't use this, but I'm pretty sure you can't, because what it says is that even if somebody's dead, you still know them. I think that the word shirimashita infers that you are no longer cognizant of that person.
Okay.
Almost like, you know, you've erased that person from your memory. And I know there are some people you'd like to erase from your memory, but you can't unless you go drinking in Zawiercie.
I understand what you're saying, and just want to make this so I understand why we use this shitemasu.
Yeah, I'll ask. I might ask Humu if you can use this for somebody who's died, but I'm pretty sure you still use shiteimasu.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Right. So, Harry Potter no eiga o mita koto ga arimashita ra Senpan Station o shite imasu.
To be 100% correct, I also had today, I think you will recognize. So I think we're missing the omatas.
Okay, good. Yeah, okay, good. So what? Let's see. I'm going to challenge somebody. Constantina, if you wanted to say, I think you will know, I think you know, like I think you know St. Pancras Station if you've seen Harry Potter, how would you put that into the sentence?
I think you know. think you know. Oh, I would go with the shiteimasu because it's to go. I don't know, honestly.
Let me ask.
Hmm.
Let me ask Yari. How would you
St.
express this?
Pancras Station o shite imasu to omoimasu.
Okay, good. To omoimasu. And then would you do anything else, Yari, to this sentence, just to make that a little bit more correct Japanese? What you just said was grammatically understandable.
Ga before sant.
No. So
Ga arimasu.
go on, Piotr.
している
Yeah, so you should drop this down to the dictionary form, to the plain form.
Yeah.
St. Pancras Station. Or, oops, していると思います. So this puts that into a subclause by putting it lower down into the plain form. I think you know, I think is the actual verb of the sentence. And then you know St. Pancras Station is a subclause that is dropped into the plain form. Sophie, does that make sense? Oh, now you're muted. You weren't muted just now, but now you are.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
And then, そのところで働きます. Konstantina, what's this?
This place had Tokoro, it's this place, no?
Yep.
Hatarakimasu, it's to work. To this place I work.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'll be working in this place. But Tom, just to make this a little bit more fluid, I would, instead of saying sono tokoro, I would say that's exactly the same. That's exactly the same thing. Soko de hatarakimasu. That's what soko means. Really, it means sono tokoro. It's just with all bits chopped off of it. Yeah. Piotr, dozo.
Would you make it asoko in this case?
So
because it's not near you nor him while he's telling it.
Yeah, so this is actually quite a useful thing in Japanese, that if you're talking to somebody and you're trying to put into their mind a place, like, for example, if you've seen Harry Potter, then you'll know St. Pancras Station. I'm working there because you're now pointing to this place in the person's head. So you can say soko de. And if you're talking about a subject to somebody, maybe it's some kind of obscure reference, something which is separate to you. If you're talking about for example, the Boer War. Okay, so you're talking about something that happened 100 years ago. You can refer to it as sore, that.
Very much.
Yeah.
Because the listener at that time is in that place.
Sorry, one more time, Piotr.
Because the listener at the time you're telling it is in that place.
Yeah, in their heads, exactly. Yeah. You're kind of creating a. I'll just turn off Sophie a second.
Sophia, we can hear you.
You can hear everything that's in your mind, Sophia. You're creating a kind of visual image or a memory of something with that person, and you can refer to it like it's there in front of them. Yeah. Okay, Yugata ni who's next? David. Yugata ni kairitaku nai desu yo. Right, so this isn't grammatically correct, but it's interesting. Let's see if you can understand what Tom was trying to say.
I think Yugata is the evening, isn't it?
Yep, it is.
I've got a evening kairi takunai. Don't want to return. Okay. I think it says, so that I don't go home in the evening, I'm going to. I'm going to finish work quickly.
Yes, good. So, yugata ni kairitaku nai Amanda, how would you turn this into a reason to finish work early? So not karitakunai desu yoni, but something else.
Node.
Good, yeah, node. Good. This is an e adjective here, so you can easily put in node here to say as. Watashi no shigoto, and then Tom, not ga, but what would you put instead here? You're muted, Tom.
So I need to finish something. So
yeah, but so this is all correct, but this ga wasn't really the right particle. Oh, yeah. Hayaku warimasu. Mokuyobi ni hayame ni watashi no ie deru to omoimasu keredomo, Japanese session o kanseru shinakuchi. Sorry, I put shinakuchi, it's just short for shinakereba narimasen. Okay, Sophie, how about this bit? Mokuyobi ni hayama ni watashi no ie deru to omoimasu keredomo, Japanese session o kanseru shinakereba narimasen.
So on Thursday, quickly, I want to go to home.
So this is deru though, deru.
Yeah.
So not go to the home, but
Leave the home.
yes, yeah.
Keredomo. We have Japanese session. Kanseru. Kanseru is cancelled.
Yes, it is. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So on Thursday, I want to leave the home quickly. Shinakereba narimasen. So session cancelled. Shinakereba. Not to miss the Japanese session.
Nearly. I mean, actually, the sentence isn't quite. Yeah, quite. It's really the other way around. But actually, let me just put up the original English. So the original was, I think I'll be able to leave home early on Thursday, but I have to cancel the Japanese session.
Is it because I have to leave early, I have to cancel? Maybe
No,
you wanted to say that.
No, it's not exactly that. It's not exactly that. It's saying that really, even though I will be able to leave my home early on Thursday and therefore get back home early in the evening, I will still have to cancel the Japanese session. That's what actually meant.
So where is the being able to?
Sorry, Piotr, one more time.
Where is the being able to leave instead of leaving?
It's not actually in here at the moment.
Moimas is, I think.
Yes, I will leave early. Yeah. Okay, I'll tell you what, because we don't have too much time left to do this exercise, let's just translate this one sentence here into Japanese. So let me go to, let's see, Amanda. I think I will be able to leave home early on Thursday. Oh, you're muted at the moment, Amanda.
To be able to leave early is deremas, is it? Deremas.
So deru becomes deraremas. Deraremas.
Deraremas.
Yeah.
To omoimasu ie.
You're thinking in English directly into Japanese now.
Yeah, I'm kind of confused by having two verbs in close proximity.
Yeah. So let's have a Yeri, have a go.
I think I tried very nearly starting mokuyobi.
Yep.
Mokuyobi ni also.
Okay, good.
And early is also hayame ni.
Okay, good.
Hayame ni. Maybe deraremasu.
Okay, but we have to say what we're leaving though. Constantina?
Is it because I'm gonna be able to leave? I think I will be able to leave. It's dare yo omoimasu. Is it too complicated?
No, yeah, that is, yeah. Nice try though. Okay, let me help you.
I think
guys.
the omoimasu should be in the end. To omoimasu.
I'll tell you, just for time, guys, because we don't have a huge amount of time. Yeah, but it's ie or is it what I was looking for?
Okay, of course, yes, the home.
Deraremasu. Keredomo. So the keredomo gives it that even though kind of feeling about it, because it does kind of mean but, as Tom put in just here. Keredomo.
To omoimasu.
And then Japanese, sorry, you're right there. That should be derareru to omoimasu. Good. Keredomo. Japanese session, or, and then as Tom said exactly, I can just put this in exactly as it was. Cancel shinakereba narimasen. This is perfect. Okay, good. Well done, Tom.
It was not easy.
I know. I mean, I intentionally tried to make it a little bit tricky because I thought I wanted to get you guys to actually listen to what I'd said and then translate it back. So I did make it intentionally a little bit difficult.
I enjoyed it.
Good. I hope it was useful. Okay, should we go on to today's lesson, guys? Because that was only the warm-up. Okay, we've got a weekend seminar of the Ido. Let's spend 1.5 days doing push-ups. Okay, let me just unshare, and we'll go on to Kyo no, not that one. Share screen. Where is my little schniffle? Sorry, guys, give me a second. I'm just going to try and get my thing working. Has that worked? Can you see a slide there now called intensifiers? Yeah, okay. So an intensifier, just in case you don't know, in English grammar, means to express that something is easy or difficult to do when you use it with a verb. So, excuse me. For a lunchtime walk. No, I can't really. Thank you anyway. Excuse me. Right, sorry. So we have adjectives, for example, we can use things like muzukashi to mean difficult, and yasashi means easy. I'll come back to that in a second. Kantan to mean simple, and fukuzatsu to mean complicated. I would use yasashi with a little bit of care, because really, if you just say something is yasashi, it can mean it's easy, but it usually is used in Japanese to mean somebody's friendly, somebody's a nice person. So if I say Marcus-san ga sugoku yasashii hito desu, this means Marcus is a really kind person. It doesn't mean that he's a particularly easy person. I'm not sure how easy he is. It might not be a reputation that he wants spread around, to be honest.
I feel a new story taking form.
Perhaps he joins Kenji and Rieko in the next episode. I might write him into that, actually.
But it's better to be yasashi than kantan.
This is true. This is very true. Yeah. Okay. But if we're using an intensifier to express how easy or difficult a verb is, we can't actually use these. These are okay to be used by themselves, but we can't use these except the Chinese character we can use. We have to what's the word? We have to pronounce them in a different way though. So the way to do this is we take the mas form of the verb and we then remove mas. So for example, in group 1 verbs, if I had ikimasu, that would just become iki. Tabemasu becomes tabe. Shimasu becomes shi. Of course, kimasu, to come, becomes ki. And then at the end of it, you put a little suffix to say how easy or difficult it is. So for easy, we use yasui. Now, as Wayne can see, this actually is one of the reading. This kanji actually reads yasashi. So it's the same character as yasashi, but we pronounce it in this case as yasui. Yasui. Not the same as cheap. And I'm not saying that Marcus is cheap either. I'm just trying to get away from that entire subject and just say that something is easy to do. Okay, if something is difficult,
we're not really getting far away, just saying.
We keep coming back to this subject.
We do.
So if something is difficult, then we can put nikui on the end. So nikui has got 2 characters for this I saw in the dictionary. One means warui, which means bad, and one is muzukashi, which means just difficult. But these are pronounced as nikui. Or another way to say something is difficult is the word tsurai. Tsurai. So we can use tsurai just by itself. You can say something is if something is hard, if life is hard, if being a teacher of these Japanese sessions is hard, I would say, Andy no Nihongo no shido no wa tsurai desu. Or my life is hard, inochi ga tsurai desu. But when we can use it as a suffix, but instead of saying tsurai, we pronounce it as zurai. Zurai. This is also the word karai, isn't it, Wayne? To mean spicy. Maybe you want to say that your life is spicy. Okay. And also just remember that all of these suffixes are also adjectives. Therefore, we have to conjugate them the same way with kunai and kata, but more importantly, the way we use them in the sentence would be to say what? Let me ask David. How would you put these into a sentence as they are adjectives?
As an adjective, if you want to put them into a sentence, you can make them an adverb, so ku on the end, right?
You can, but it wouldn't make any sense then because these are kind of adverbs. Yep. But how would you position them into a sentence though? How would you finish the sentence off if you use one of these?
To be, des.
There we go. Yari just jumped in on your toes and gave you the answer. Des, yeah, exactly. Okay, and that is basically it. Any questions before we do some exercises?
Are there any other intensifiers, or are these the 3 that are used?
Yeah, I couldn't find any others actually. I sort of looked on a few. These are the ones that I was originally taught. Excuse me a second. So I spent like 4 hours on the road yesterday driving to London, so I've probably got diesel particles in my lungs. I couldn't find any others when I went looking for them. But there's another way that you could describe a verb as being, for example, complicated, which I won't do today. But if you wanted to say assembling a sword is complex, then let me give you an example. You could say katana o. So I've got another word for assemble. It's not tatewase. Let's just use tsukuru to make a sword. Katana o tsukuru no wa fukuzatsu desu. Katana o tsukuru no wa fukuzatsu desu. It is the making of a sword is complicated. Kumitateru is assemble. Katana o kumitateru no wa fukuzatsu desu. Yeah. Okay, let's do some exercises, shall we? So let's start with Tobe. Oh yeah, there is a Polish person here, so he can oppose this. Polish is difficult to say, as in pronounce.
Let's see. Okay. How do you say Polish in Japanese?
So say the word
Oh.
for the country, which is
Poland?
Poland, and then put go on the end.
ポラン語。
Yeah.
はい。ポラン語、難しい。Let's see.
Huh? Nani? Stop! Stop!
はい。
Remember this? Remember the slide we
Yeah.
just did, Toby?
Yeah, no,います。いにくいです。
Yes, exactly. So no, there's no muzukashi. You just say Polango ga inikuides.
So right.
Yeah.
Sorry. ポラン語が言いにくいです。
Yes, good. Wayne, how would you say Belgium is easy to get to?
病気は
Sorry, when I say get to, I mean easy to go to.
簡単、安い。
So, guys, let me just very quickly just point something out again. Just a second. Where is that?
Sorry. Yeah, I know. I know now.
Sorry, just before you answer, Wayne, let me just make it really, really clear to everybody. You
Yeah.
can't use these as intensifiers with verbs. Okay, so forget them. I'm just saying that they are e-adjectives which you can use by themselves, but you can't use them as verb intensifiers. Okay, back to you, Wayne.
病気に行く安いです。
Not ikuyasui, but
行けやすい
so put it into the mass form first.
行きます。
Ikimasu.
行きます。
Yeah, and then remove the mass form. Yeah, and then
行
put
きやすいです。
yes, good. Berugi ga ikiyasui
安いです。
Berugi ga ikiyasui desu. Okay, Piotr, my feet are difficult to wash. Oh, you're still muted.
Obviously. Ashi ga. Let's wash is
会いにくいです。
Thanks, Toby. Sorry. No.
I thought I was muted. I'm so sorry.
That's
I'm
okay,
so
it's okay.
sorry.
If it's any consolation, Toby, it was wrong.
it's aruku, right?
Sorry, Piotr, back to you.
Washing is arukimasu.
That means walking.
Oh, just walking.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to ask Wayne to help you because he can assist with some knowledge of the country. So Wayne, I'd like you to explain it and I'll do the typing.
Yeah.
So how should Piotr already know this verb? Or how should anybody know this verb?
Wash your hands.
Arau.
Arau. Okay, so just for everybody's benefit, Wayne, can you put this into context and explain how you could remember that it's arau, please? And I'll do the typing for you.
Okay, should be otelai.
And
Toilet.
Yeah, this means toilet. Good. And can you break up this into what it means literally?
Ote is on a fig for hand. Te is hand. Yeah. Arai is to wash. Allow.
Good. Oops. Wash. Good. Well, mate. So one more time, Piotr.
So stem is arai for araimasu.
Good.
So ashi ga arai nikui desu.
Good. Yes. Ashi ga arai nikui desu. Well done. Konstantina. The mountains are easy to see from the top of Tokyo Skytree. Did you have this one before?
I had this one before.
I thought you did. Yeah. Okay. Let's do a different one. With my old phone, it was easy to take a photo.
Okay. 私の、古い携帯 was easy to take photos. Was it?
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Okay, 携帯が、how to say take photos?
So 写真を撮る。写真を撮る。
So 撮ります。If I do 撮ります。It's two, 写すを撮り。It's two verbs.
So
okay.
写真 is just the noun, and then
Okay.
撮る. So as you said, 撮り is the verb. Yeah.
Okay, I got it. 写真の撮りや was easy. Yes, 安いです。
Good. Okay, one more time.
It was, pero it was easy.
Yes, good.
I'll say so. 私の古い携帯が写真を撮りやすかったです。
Oh, good, perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, good. Well done. 私の古い携帯が写真を撮りやすかったです。Good. Piotr, どうぞ。
Why would you use ga, not de? Because you're using the mobile phone to take a picture.
You can use both actually. So you can say, using my old mobile phone, it was easy to take photographs. Or my old mobile phone was easy to take photographs with. Yeah. No, Robert. Oh yeah. Get there, I think. If not, no. Sorry, guys. Give me a second. Do you want to take this one? I think that is yours, actually.
No, it's not.
Oh, there's a new one. Okay. You're supposed to shout down the screen, "Auntie, there's somebody in your house! Get out! There's somebody in your house!" Okay, Marcus. The mountains are easy from the top of Tokyo Skytree.
Okay.
The mountains are easy to see from the top of Tokyo Skytree.
Okay. So there's C is mite.
Miru.
So I'm working backwards. Miru. So mimas is, so that's at the end, obviously. Tokyo Skytree no ue, would you have on top of? Or?
That's perfect. Yeah, good. Yeah.
Tokyo Skytree no ue. From what would be then so come back and say Yama ga miyasui desu.
Okay, good. And let's.
But I'm missing something out there. It's
no, it was kind of right. But
right?
If I can just have one sentence now.
Oh,
you don't want everything that's going through my head at the same time.
Tokyo Skytree no ue. I'm going to say ga. Yama. No, not Tokyo Skytree no ue. Oh God. Okay, I'm going to come back to that. No. Sorry. Tokyo Skytree no ue. Something. Yama ga miyasui desu. But I think I'm missing a from there or a miyasui desu.
Okay. So how would you express from?
Is it a day?
That's at. You could use that. Not ue. Yeah. In fact, you could use de quite easily here, to be honest.
Is it not kara or mada? That's a different sense of from, isn't it?
Hang on. Which word are you suggesting?
Yeah. Okay. Mada is up until from kara.
Yeah. Got one more time.
Okay. So kara.
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 Sky Tokyo School at Sky to no ue kara yama ga miyasui desu. This is perfect. Okay, good.
Cool.
Okay, let's go to Amanda. The thin makiwara was not difficult to cut. Thin makiwara was not difficult to cut. Let me put this on the screen actually, Amanda, so that it's a bit easier to see. Chotto matte kudasai.
Okay. What's thin?
So if it's something which is round and made into a thin, like a pencil, this is hosoi. Hosoi.
So hosoi makiwara ga kiyasui desu.
Can you just say that last bit one more time?
Kiyasui desu.
Not kiyasui, but what's to cut?
Kiru. I thought it was kiru.
Kiru. Yeah. Put this into the mass form.
Kirimasu.
And then remove the mass.
Kiriyasui.
Good. Kiriyasui desu. Good. Hosoi makiwara ga kiriyasui desu. Okay. Tom. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay. Amanda, back to you again. Can you put this sentence into the past tense, please? Hosoi makiwara.
Hosoi makiwara ga kiriyasui deshita.
No, come on. It's an e adjective.
Oh, kiriyasukata desu.
Kiriyasukata desu. Good. Yes. Kiriyasukata desu. Can you say the whole sentence one more time, please?
Hosoi makiwara ga kiriyasukata desu.
Yes, good. Hosoi makiwara ga kiriyasukata desu. Okay, good. Tom. How about? Can you guys see the answers now?
No,
okay.
it's in the whiteboard.
Okay, good. The old man is easy to understand when you speak to him.
I already had this one.
Okay, this is really weird that these coincidences can happen. The door at the entrance to the hotel is not easy to pull. I'll put this up on the whiteboard in a second.
It also sounds familiar.
Yeah, this one as well.
I'm doing too many sessions, I think.
Oh, you are, yeah.
Yes, I had this one with the nomai wrong.
Okay. How about this one then? French food is not easy to make. I had this one as well.
フランスご飯は作ります。作りやす。Not very とってもフランスご飯は
That's not Franz Gohan, but you would be understood. Yori, yeah.
Yori. Wa. Can we use Totemo for not very? There was another one.
Let's leave a gap there for a second, Tom.
Yeah.
And then if you do the rest of it, we can look at some options here.
Tsuke was to make. Tsukemasu. Tsuke yasui, but it's in negative, so say yasui kunai desu.
Yeah, so to make is tsukuru. So
tsukuru.
Yeah, tsukuru.
Tsukurimasu.
Yes, good.
Tsuki yasukunai desu.
Hang on a second. So tsukuru becomes tsukurimasu. Remove the mas, and then you'd have
yasui, but it's not very easy, so it's difficult. So I would take negative.
Good.
Yasukunai.
Good.
Desu.
Good. Excellent. Good. Okay. Now, what can we put in here? If you put totemo in, it starts to build up the listener's expectations that you're going to say it is easy to make. Skuriyasu. And that, because Totemo was there, so it kind of creates this image of it being very skuri. Then you have this negative at the end, so that your expectation of the sentence goes up and then goes bang, goes down. So the way that you should express this really for a negative is to start off by saying not very at the beginning, and this would be Piotr.
Mata?
Amari.
Amari. So this
Is Taihen also okay there?
No, you shouldn't really use a positive reinforcing.
So Taihen is positive also.
Kind of. I mean, you can use it in a, how can I say? You can use it in a reinforcing way to strengthen the thing that you're going to do. But so all it does is it makes it's the same as saying very, very Taihen ni. Okay.
Yeah.
So you can use it to say it's really cold. It's Taihen samui desu, but it's strengthening the word cold. But if you want to unstrengthen it, if you want to weaken the following adjective, then you should really use amari.
Could this be compared to the English? You wouldn't use it's very not cold, but it's not very cold.
Yes, yeah, exactly this. Yeah. So this this has a kind of an inner meaning to mean not very, or hardly is a really way of putting it.
Yeah. How about unto?
Huh?
Unto.
Unto. And
I have heard that it's also the same meaning.
Unto.
Special. Very.
I think you mean tokuni.
No. Tokuni is almost near, but not the same.
No, that's chikakuni. Unto.
Mite.
Unto, a great deal. I mean, so if you look next to the word unto on the screen, Piotr, what does it say? No, if you can you read it out to everybody because it's in red and very small. And you're muted at the moment.
A great deal, very much, a lot.
No, read the small word next to unto in red.
Oh, that one. Unusual.
Unusual. I've never heard it used in my life.
Okay.
Unto. Yeah.
It's orange, it's not red. So it's not that.
Sorry. Yeah, I've never heard it used. Amanda?
I just want to ask a question. Might be a bit of a stupid question, but I'm a bit confused about. I've seen people using ha as a particle, and I don't understand that. Is that just like wa, but used in the same way as wa?
Yeah. Sorry. Let me just explain this by writing out the Japanese. Pen. Okay, so this is the actual hiragana for wa. So if I use, sorry, I meant to write watashi. If I write watashi in hiragana here, we have wa. This is the hiragana for ha, as I've written here, ha. So if I write hanashi, which means talking, then I would use hanashi. But now this can be the slightly difficult bit when you're reading Japanese text. If you want to say wa, as in kore wa pen desu, it's not written as wa, it's written as ha, which is why I sometimes write ha instead of wa.
Okay.
So if I'm not sure in the Hepburn system, I've got a book here just to check what's the correct way of writing in the Hepburn system.
Doesn't the Hepburn usually use the wa? Indeed.
WA. You're probably right. Yeah.
Although, it's also very often used. The he and the wo are also used interchangeably, I believe, or at least
Yeah.
I see various things.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, guys. You're just going to have to get used to this being either written as wa or ha. If you see ha by itself when it's written in English, or I should say in Roman, then this is almost certainly means wa, unless I'm talking about a blade or an edge of something. That's a ha. Yeah.
It's pronounced wa.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's go on to the next one.
Does that mean if you say the cutting edge is, you get ha ha?
Ha ha. You do. Yeah. Yeah.
You do. Oh,
Yes.
geez.
Yeah. Who hasn't been yet?
And then you get ha ha wa.
Ha ha wa. Yeah. So Tom, you're next, aren't you? How about this?
I'm sorry, I have to go.
Sure, no problem, Constantina. See you soon.
I'm really sorry. Ciao.
No problem. See you soon. Ciao. Tom, why isn't it easy to learn kanji?
I just did the French food, so.
Oh, sorry. Yari, beg pardon. Yari.
Okay, my turn. What was the sentence?
Why isn't it easy to learn kanji? So this one here on the screen. Oh, I'm sharing.
Oh, there it is. Yes. Yeah. Why? So it's a question. Why is no, I don't remember. Why is naze?
Naze, good. Naze.
Naze kanji o is it manabu?
Yeah, you can use it. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Manabu is fine. Good.
Manabi niku kuna katta desu.
Hang on. Katta is past tense.
Yeah.
This
isn't. Yes, it is per not katta. So manabi niku kunai.
So that means why isn't it hard to learn kanji?
Manabi niku. It's a negative.
Yes, it is.
So it should be kunai. Kuna.
But nikui means difficult, not easy. Question is why isn't it easy?
Yasu kunai desu.
It's a question.
Yeah.
So
Ka.
Good. Well done.
So
Naze kanji o manabi yasukunai desu ka? Piotr?
could you use manabi nikukunai desu ka?
That means
yes, I think.
Yeah, that's what Yari originally said. Manabi nikukunai desu ka? But that means why isn't it difficult to read? Why isn't it difficult to understand, to study kanji?
Sorry. Yeah. No, just flipping something in my head.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you could. The meaning of the sentence is naze kanji ga manabi nikui desu ka? But I wanted you guys to try and do some changing into the negative, because I'm a sadist like this. Okay, Sophie, let's do one. Hang on a second. How about
the old hakama was the very, very hard.
Okay, let's do this one then. Yeah, let's do this one. Okay, yeah, good. Let's do this then. Sophie, this one. My old hakama was not difficult to put on.
My old watashi no hakama.
It's an old hakama though.
Furui hakama.
That's not furui.
Hakama. Not too difficult to put on. Put on haku. Difficult. Difficult. Nikui. My old furui hakama was furui hakama. hakimasu. Hakimasu. Hakinikui. So it's nikui. Nikui.
Oh, you've muted yourself, Sophie. Come back.
I don't know what's going on with my speaker. Okay. Hakui. Haku. Nikui kunai.
Okay, so niku kunai.
Kunai.
This is in the past tense as well, so you also need
kata. Yes. Hi. Okay, just say that. Hakiniku.
What a nice
Kata.
word, hakinuku.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, this is why Japanese is so easy.
Yeah,
You just have to learn how to say haki niku kunakata desu.
Lovely tongue twister there.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure I can find some other verbs which are even longer than this. Yeah, good. Watashi no furui hakama. And then what would we put? This is a bit of just a kind of random question now. Wa. Why not o? Or pa. Why can't we use or?
You want to press that hakama is the main idea there.
Yeah, exactly. We're not saying it is difficult to put on hakamas. We're saying my old hakama was difficult to put on. So we don't need to use wa or at all. We just want to say ga or wa, as you said. So wa or ga. Okay, last.
What a word.
Yeah. So, for example, if you wanted to say, what was your one again, Yadi? Naze. If I wanted to say why weren't kanji difficult to learn?
Easy.
Sorry, yeah. Just for this one, just to this one. Then this would be naze kanji ga.
Oh, kanji ga.
No, use ga here. Manabi kunakata desu.
There's a key too much here.
Bikini?
Manabi, one key too much.
Yeah, it says, yeah. Manabi
nikunakata.
So are these, once again, these suffixes that are good to learn, so you just recognize them, like nakareba narimasen, things like that?
Yeah. I mean, really, why use the negative of an adjective when there's just an opposite of the adjective that you can use? So kunai is probably not going to be really used that much. You should really just rely on using an adjective and either yasui or yasukata. Yeah.
Are these used commonly in Japanese?
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah. But come on, they're so easy to construct and so easy to recognize. Yeah. Okay, let's finish with David. Let's see. Let's finish on a nice, easy one, David.
Wait, why am I suddenly on edge?
You can hear it in his voice.
We'll be back in a second. Hang on.
Now
it's like the Grinch.
Taking something really hard behind there.
Hiragana, moshi hiragana, or what's memorize?
Oberu. From oboete, oberu is memorize.
Oberu.
That's to remember as well, right?
Others are omoi.
Omoi is to think. Oboeru is to remember.
Yes, it is. Memorize, really. Yeah.
Moshi hiragana or oboi. I memorize. This is going to be a taro form.
Good.
So,
yep.
obotara?
So
No.
oboeru. This is obviously a group 2 verb. Well, it's not obviously, but I can tell you it is a group 2 verb. So
Verb. Oboetara.
good.
Katakana ga not difficult.
Not difficult to write. Not difficult to write. Yeah.
Kaki. Does katakana or
Is there 2 T's in oboetara? Double T.
Oboemas.
Oboetara.
No, it's a group 2 verb, so there's only one T.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oboeru is a group 2.
Yes.
Kaki nikuku nakatta desu.
So it's actually in the present tense.
Kaki nikuku nai.
Yes, good.
Desu.
Kunai desu. Good. Yeah. Moshi hiragana o oboetara, katakana something, kaki ni kunai desu. Right. So here we've got a space for 2 particles. What should I do?
That one's either a ga or a ni, I think.
It's neither.
Neither? Okay. Is an o.
Can we help?
Let me ask David first, then I'll ask the rest of you to see if you agree or not. So, or
It might be because I'm going directly from English, but all of them make sense in a way.
okay, and then katakana
Ga.
Okay. Yeah. Tom, go ahead.
Would that also be good for the hiragana by means of?
For the katakana, katakana.
For the hiragana, for the first part of the sentence.
No, so this, so this is actually saying if you memorize, so this part here, memorize hiragana is, yeah, so it's basically just caught there as a kind of suffix and then make tara to make it conditional. Katakana ga, and then this should be a ga or a wa, doesn't really matter really. Kaki ni kukunai desu, because you're talking about how katakana is easy to write if you memorize hiragana. Whew. Yeah.
If you want to really scare the kids, David, you make them say kaki ni kukunai before they get a candy at the door.
or this one, manabi ni kukunakata. Okay.
What's the other one? It wasn't very warm.
Atataka kunakata. Or if it wasn't very warm, atataka kunakattara. Yeah. Okay. I think basically, guys, we've done everything. Any questions about today? Any problems?
So the niku and zurai, are they used interchangeably? Or
Yeah.
is there really a difference in meaning?
No, I think today. I think nikui is kind of how I'd say modern pedestrian Japanese, whereas tsurai I think is a little bit kind of slightly old-fashioned, but they're both used interchangeably, really.
Thank you.
Otoko wa tsurai. It's hard to be a man. Okay, any questions, guys? Anything else? Moshi nakereba owarimashou ka? Okay, thanks a lot, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Good day.
You too. Ciao.